Today on MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox from Jada Toys. Here comes the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. It's Ryu! Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, come from Myron Tours. And today we're going to unbox and review the very brand new from Jada Toys. Here is Ryu from the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers video game. They made this box look exactly like a video game with the controls. You got your kick, your punch, your blocks, everything else along it. For 1 and 2 players, the way that they did this is so professionally done. First off, I want to say that this is for ages 13 and up. So we'll be hitting stores soon. So check your local Targets, check your local Walmarts. So they will be in the collector section. So they should be hitting stores soon, or popping up very shortly if they haven't already. All right, so you can see behind this window of pain, locked in this plastic prison, we have Ryu. Tends to bring 2 alternate hands. Looks like he tends to bring an alternate head. He brings his blast from his hands when he punches. And also he has, it looks like it brings his stand. So we will see with that. Not sure, never unboxed anything like this. I almost don't want to unbox it because it is such of a beautiful packaging. So I am carefully going to take this out of the package and hopefully I can restore it. You could see the side of this. Looks amazing. And then the back. All right, so here's the good news. The good news is we are looking forward to getting CHUN-LI in the future, and also Fei Long coming out shortly. So hopefully we can have this all available to us by this year, if not the beginning of next year, to complete the first series of fighters coming out of this brand new set of Street Fighter 2 figures from Jada Toys. More along the bottom, exactly the way that the game would look. This is just a beautiful piece. So Jada Toys is doing it. You can see the side right there all day long. So let's take this puppy out of the package and see how he throws down. All right, folks. First off, tail of the tape. Ryu is checking in from bottom of foot, and I mean bottom of foot because he ain't got no shoes on, to very tip of the hair on his head at 6 1/4 inches tall. Comes out to 16 centimeters. And then this Ryu is very weird. So before we get into Ryu, let's show you what he brings. Okay, first off, he brings a really cool backer card. You can see that. Obviously, it will sit behind him. He will be just like that. I got a fan on, so if it blows over, you can see that. But he tends to bring 2 alternate hands, a right and a left. And looks like they have hinges on them. Everything works really good. Very smooth. Almost, you know, and I'm going to call it almost like a Mezco 112. As smooth as this is working. That's how they go. All right, so there went the backer. They're working very smooth for Jada Toys. Great job. So we got our goods and we have our bads with this figure so far. All right. Then he tends to bring his alternate head. This is his game head. So let me see if I could get some light on here so we could get some more. Okay, there you go. There's his gaming head. His angry face, you can see that. You turn it around, he has his bandana. Everything is very soft material, molded plastic, almost feels rubbery. Very soft. So yeah, over time this might have some cracking, so we will see. Pardon me, I ended up hitting my camera. Look at how his eyebrows look. Okay, now that I have the lights on, let me show you these hands again. Look how cool they look. Very cool. All right. So we have that. And then he tends to bring this, moves in all directions. And the reason why is because it brings a stand for it. And with the stand, you could put it inside the stand. Okay. It brings this. Now, I was a bit confused as to what this was until my son showed me. I tried taking it apart, thinking that I could take the hands out of there, and luckily it didn't allow any of that. But it's because there is a hole right there, okay, that goes into. So this is his blast from his hands where he throws it down. You can see in there he has an extra pair of hands. Okay, so I am thinking that this is for that way you put it on there. Okay, you could turn it, put it however you want it. Okay, let's see. Let me turn this thing like this. Okay, to where it's going to stand. And maybe you can get it to where it could look like Ryu would throw it down, even from the side, if you could pose him to throw that blast around. That's what he's going to do. And you could even raise it up even further or put him in a karate stance to do it. We will try it at the end of this video, but that is what that's for. And this is very soft, very rubbery. So just letting you guys know, it does not come apart. So for future guys that get this, this doesn't come apart. All right, so here is our Ryu. Here are the, I'm going to start off with the bad so far. So far, when I opened it underneath here, I felt it's a little sticky from some leftover glue that was left on his leg. But this figure is very rubbery. So you can see that with the legs like that, very rubbery, but he will stand on its own. Okay. He does feel pretty good, not bad. All soft goods, so you can feel the soft molded plastic. Very nice, but this is going to dust up super fast and dirty up really quick and be hard to clean. So because the plastic is so soft and kind of almost sticky. So is his arms and everything else. Like literally he like bends, like instead of being a little bit harder, he's very bendy. Okay. Rubbery more or less. Okay. But this figure is pretty damn nice. When you see it, I'll show you his head sculpt right there. Even his gi is super nice material. His black belt, really cool. He has all his symbols on there. I will give this figure a turn. Looks like he has the closed hands on him. And his bandana on the back is also very soft. Okay. And this comes around. It looks like his black belt does come off. You can take it off if you wanted to. Okay, I don't know about if it undoes from here, but I'm not going to do it and see if... I'm not going to try breaking it. But, all right, folks, so let's get on with this review. Okay, so head does go down. Look at that. Beautiful. Looks up. Really nice. Our Ryu does hit the Michael Myers, and you can see some of his hair is even like coming up, and you can see the inside of the head right there, how it just kind of squares off. So it's something that, you know, like Jada Toys is digging into this now, so I'm sure that they're going to correct a lot of that in the future. So you can see that to side, hits that Michael Myers. Obviously his head can go around, but what I do like is not only is the head on that joint, but also the neck. So he's going to have more movement. And with fighters such as these in Mortal Kombat figures, you have to have that because when you get the artists that love doing the photo and flash and photo photography of this is what they're going to want. They are obviously going to want this. So I can't really get this arm to go up. There you go. He does hit 90. Okay, does he have a butterfly cup joint in there? No, yeah, he does. So you can see that joint right there, that cup joint. So that's going to allow that shoulder to go forward and back. Okay, so McFarlane, you're not the only one doing that. So yeah, Jada Toys is really stepping it up, but I'm having trouble with that shoulder getting it down, but this one's pretty good. But he does have some bicep swivel, which is effortless. Usually on toys, it takes a lot of, you got to really put a lot of work into it to get it. It's a very hot day here in California today, so yeah, I am sweating, got the fan on, but yeah. All right, so he does have some bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, so these are new and they just came out. Yeah, I got to really work with them a little to get it. I don't want to break it. So without knowing about this toy line so far, you know, he's the first of his kind. So that one works super good. But I'm sure that Jada's going to take care of all these mishaps right now. The more that these toy reviews start coming up and start showing up. All right. So as far as like movement in here, nothing but his hand movement is perfect. Look at this, just effortless. Like a 112, like a 112. It really does, like a Mezco 112, the way that some of the joint work here does. Some of it's a little sticky and a little hard to get through, but most of it is very smooth. All right, so right below the chest right here, he does have movement, okay? And then he can hit that ab crunch pretty good, but you can't really see it because his gi's on. And then at the waist, he does have waist swivel as well. So he has it here below the chest and also at the waist. And then he's going to have some swivel at the very top of his thigh. You can see these slash right there. And then, yeah, here's the test. There you go, folks. Splits. There's our Ryu. Yeah, this figure is incredible. So, yeah, he does his thing. You are going to very easily be able to do some of the best photography on this. Look how effortless I put that foot down like nothing. Okay, with this figure. Okay, obviously he could hit that straight kick. You could even pose the foot out like that, super easy. Get him up on his toes on the other one. Okay, so he got that. And then right when you go down, look at that, how he just stands up, super great. And then obviously he has double jointed knees. You can see that they could have hit it a little bit better, but it's a brand new mold, so we will see in the future what they tend to do. But it runs really good. That's the tricky part. So I don't know if they intentionally meant to do that, but you can see that. And obviously some of the paint work is starting to come off onto my table. And then his feet work really good there. You can see that they go down, up, super nice. He has some tilt rocker on there, obviously. But here's the thing, at this joint on the inside there, you could move it. Look at that. That whole piece moves. Not just the foot, but actually above the ankle. You could get swivel rotation with it right there. That is super nice. So let's check out our Ryu with his alternate hands on and alternate head. All right, folks, so here's our Ryu with the alternate head, alternate hands on. He looks really good. Yeah, it's really hot here. I hope that in Series 2 we can get a Ken. Maybe any Honda. Guile would be cool. But he is the first of his kind for this line so far. So I jumped on this. We got the brand new game. My kids have been playing it all weekend. Just came out this past Friday. The game is amazing. Figures are hitting right at the right time. And they kicked it off with this. This guy is very nice. I like the way that this is. Gives us a good look at the future for Jada Toys as to the direction that they're going on. This figure is super nice. I like the way that the bandana goes from the back. It's a little, you know, rubbery, but once you get past all that, yeah, it's a very nice piece. All right, folks, so I held the backer card behind him because I got the fan blowing pretty wild. But yeah, you could see right there, you could pose his figure super nice. That's beautiful the way that could look. You could do so much more with this, even bring this thing up a little bit more. That looks nice. That's how that works, folks. This is gonna be a masterpiece for people that do photography for action figures. I'm sure that a lot of people are gonna love this line, and this now that the game's out. It just depends on how much they produce to the mass market, like Target and Walmart. If they could produce a lot of these, then you can guarantee a lot of kids are going to get back into action figures, and they're going to be buying these figures for their collection to go with the game. All right, folks, so there's some more poses just to show you how flexible this figure is. And you could even get him to pose even more if you really wanted to. Like this, you know, have him facing forward. You could have him do that. That would be unique, super nice. And then I have this in the background just holding that one backer card up. But if you can manage to even get this a little bit higher, okay, you could just see just how good that could actually look. Look at that, folks. This figure is beautiful. All right, folks, so that's it for my review of Ryu from the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers Edition. And this is from Jada Toys, folks. It is getting ready to start hitting stores now. So hopefully soon you should start seeing them show up over the next few weeks if they aren't already. This figure should retail for under $30 or around there. Yeah, you could quote me any different in the comments. But here he is, the first of his kind Ryu. This figure delivered on all aspects other than the little rubbery thing, but I'm sure that maybe it's intended to be like that. I don't know for sure. That would be something that Jada Toys would have to answer as to why they use that material. But if it's to get some of the better poses and photography to make you feel like you're in the game, then it is a win-win. But so far, this figure has delivered. So we tend to have Chun-Li on the way. Fei Long is also on the way. Hopefully in Series 2 we can get Ken, we can get E Honda, maybe a Guile, and see. This is a line to look for. This is a line I feel it's going to do very well, and it's going to compete head-to-head with the Mortal Kombat figures that McFarlane's been putting out, and Storm Collectibles as well. So hopefully in the future we can see a whole lot more of these. But anyway, folks, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you know when the next video like this one hits. And if you please help our channel grow, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell. It's free to do, folks. And for that way you can get more videos like this coming your way. Also, we are on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. And then we are also on TikTok, MOE'S Toy Room. From MOE'S Toy Room to yours, good night, everyone.